You're sitting in a parked car next to someone who loves you, and you're realizing that love might not actually be the problem. You stare out the window. Street lights pass across the glass. You can hear cars in the distance. But inside the car, it's quiet. Too quiet. You've had this conversation before. Actually, you've had this conversation so many times that you already know every part of it before it happens. You know when the silence starts. You know when one of you starts crying. You know when someone says, "We'll try harder." You know when someone says, "We'll figure it out." And somehow, a few weeks later, you're sitting here again. Same car, same feeling, same heaviness in your chest. The strange part is, he isn't a bad person, not even close. He loves you, checks if you got home safely, calls you when you're sad, would defend you, would help you, would probably do almost anything for you. And that's exactly why this feels impossible. Because people tell you leaving should be easy when someone hurts you. People understand cheating. People understand lies. People understand betrayal. But almost nobody talks about what happens when someone is good and you're still unhappy. So instead of questioning the relationship, you start questioning yourself. Maybe I'm expecting too much. Maybe relationships just become repetitive. Maybe social media made me think relationships are supposed to feel exciting forever. Maybe I want too much attention. Maybe I'm selfish. Maybe everybody eventually feels this way. Maybe this is normal. Maybe this is what long-term love looks like. Then another thought appears, a scarier one. What if I leave and spend years regretting it? What if he really is the one? What if I lose someone who genuinely loved me? What if I meet someone worse? What if nobody loves me like this again? Suddenly you stop asking, "Am I happy?" and start asking, "What if I make a mistake?" Then memories start replaying in your head. Not huge memories, not terrible memories, tiny ones, the dangerous kind. Your anniversary arrives. You expected maybe dinner, maybe time together, maybe just feeling chosen. Instead, he already planned a barbecue with friends. And you remember acting okay, smiling, telling yourself, it's not a big deal. Vacation comes. You're excited. 3 days together. Finally. But then mornings happen. You're sitting alone, coloring books, your phone, random things to pass time, waiting for him to wake up. And you remember thinking, why do I feel lonely while sitting next to someone? Then another memory. Bled. 3 days away together. You plan things, places to go, things to see, memories to make. Then suddenly, we have to leave early. Why? Because of a haircut appointment back home. And again, you told yourself it's not a big deal. None of these moments destroy the relationship, not one. But pain doesn't always arrive as one giant event. Sometimes it arrives quietly, moment by moment, disappointment by disappointment, unmet need by unmet need, until one day you wake up and realize you're carrying something heavy and you don't even know when you started carrying it. Then intimacy starts changing. You still think he's attractive. You still care. But emotionally, something feels far away. And you hate admitting that. Because attraction disappearing feels scary. It feels permanent. You wonder, what's wrong with me? But deep down, you know it isn't really about physical attraction. It's exhaustion. Exhaustion from repeating the same conversations. Exhaustion from hoping. Exhaustion from feeling unseen. And then comes the question that terrifies you the most. Not, do I love him? Not, does he love me? But, If my life looked exactly like this forever, would I actually be happy? And suddenly, you don't answer. Because somewhere deep inside, you already know. The truth is, love and compatibility are not the same thing. Someone can love you deeply and still not fit the future you're trying to build. Someone can be loyal, kind, safe, and still leave you feeling emotionally alone. And maybe that's why this hurts so much, because you're not grieving a bad relationship. You're grieving the possibility of what you hoped it would become. Maybe the hardest breakups aren't between two people who stopped loving each other. Maybe the hardest ones happen between two people who still do. Two people sitting in a parked car, crying, holding each other, knowing love exists, and realizing love wasn't actually the thing missing, because sometimes love is not the problem. Sometimes, and the problem is that somewhere along the way, you stopped building a life together and started repeating one.